Good, happy Tuesday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to Good Evening, New Hampshire. Let's get started. First up, Candy, a woman taken into custody after a report of shots fired. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
Police say the initial call came in at about 8:45 this morning for a distraught woman at a house on North Road in Candia. When they arrived, they found the woman's husband on the front yard.
At the time of the response, there was also a 12-year-old daughter within the house. During the initial negotiation, a single shot was heard from within inside the house.
Police say the house was surrounded. The state police SWAT team was called and the street was closed.
We just saw a bunch of the state troopers going by, a ton of them. So we noticed, we don't see that very much here. So just a lot of cops.
Police say a little while later, the 12-year-old was able to get out of the house. At about the same time, a second shot was heard. Police don't think either shot was directed at anyone.
For the responding officers, initially, it was a dangerous situation. They used extreme caution in their response and did an excellent job.
Police say at one point the woman dropped the gun but refused to come outside. After about 3 hours, 45-year-old Deborah Deslongchamps came out of the house and surrendered.
No injuries involved by civilians or law enforcement in this particular case. It was the best case scenario ending that we could possibly have under the circumstances involved.
Police say Deslongchamps faces charges that include reckless conduct, false imprisonment, and endangering the welfare of a child. She is expected to be in court tomorrow. Reporting live in Candia, I'm Andy Hirschberger, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Update: Hillary Clinton returns to New Hampshire on Monday to campaign with Elizabeth Warren. Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton on Monday will make her third visit to New Hampshire since the February 1st in the nation presidential primary. With Clinton will be progressive campaign Senator Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts. Details of the visit have yet to be announced by the Clinton campaign. Where man accused of trying to solicitate girl online. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
The suspect was arrested this morning, 4 months after the Department of Homeland Security began this investigation. 38-year-old Donald Millett is charged with certain uses of computer services prohibited and falsifying evidence. According to police, an undercover federal agent saw a Craigslist ad that Millett allegedly posted looking for a mother and daughter. Investigators aren't commenting specifically on what the ad said, but say what Millett wanted to do is disturbing. Police say the alleged crimes didn't meet standards for federal prosecution, so where police got involved so he'd face state charges.
We're still trying to compile some emails that were sent just for the case file, but it's pretty much a closed investigation at this time. We don't believe any children are in danger. We have no reason to believe that he ever assaulted any children.
And police advise parents to talk to their children and monitor what they're doing online. The suspect is being held tonight on $50,000 cash bail, and he'll face a judge tomorrow. Reporting live in Ware, Mike Cronin, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Six people come forward to back up writer's claim of alleged Trump assault. People has published a follow-up to its story last week detailing an alleged incident in which Donald Trump is accused of punishing writer Natasha faced on off against a will and forbidding kissing her while she was at his Mar-a-Go estate in Florida, interviewing him and his then pregnant wife, Melania Trump, for a feature story in 2005. After Our Buzz, INTC, Yahoo, IRSG, HA, and more. Shares of Intel fell more than 5% to extend trading after the company gave slightly disappointing sales guidance for the current quarter. Intel said it now expects fourth quarter revenue between $15.2 billion and $16.2 billion. That was slightly below analyst projections of about $15.86 billion, according to Thomas Reuters consensus estimates. What we've learned from the hacked emails of Hillary Clinton's campaign so far. The emails hacked from Hillary Clinton campaign chairman John Podesta have offered an insight into the inner workings of the famously guarded candidate's operation. And it turns out they're not much different than the external ones. And now, time for your weather. Let's take a live look on radar right now. Here's a live look on radar right now. As you see on radar, we have the rain and clouds getting ready to move out of New Hampshire later on tonight. Now let's take a look at your weather on our weather system. Your weather on our weather system, your wind speed peak is 2 miles per hour, average is 1, current is 1 in between west and northwest. Your temperature is 54 degrees, humidity is 91%. Your dew point is 51 degrees, your forecast is sun/rain, and your pressure is 29.59. Now let's take a look at your next 7-day forecast. And here's a look at your next 7-day forecast. And now let's take a look at your traffic. Here's a look at your traffic right now. We're seeing a lot of green roadways, and we have a few yellow areas and a few red areas. Otherwise, your traffic is moving pretty good on your Tuesday evening. And that does it for Good Evening, New Hampshire. I hope you all have a great rest of your Tuesday night. Good night, everyone. Bye.